your credit score really doesn't matter, right?
Dina, I wanted to ask you, to the millions of consumers and just everyday employees out there that have credit card debt, but they don't understand how to increase their score, because there's so much information out there and people can see a ton of podcasts and they could see all kind of posts and social media information that's just misleading. So given that you're an expert and we've got you here with us today, to the person that gets up and grinds every day, but they never have time to sit and really look through their credit reports because they're 40 and 50 pages sometimes, what are some of the things that they can do to immediately increase their score, or give them a pretty good path on how to increase their score?
So my plan here to share in the next few minutes. So I mean, if you are tuning in, I think that this is probably the probably, I want to say, most important part of the podcast. But I'm going to leave something here with everyone that is something they can walk away with, right? So your credit score really doesn't matter, right? I heard people all the time tell me, "Oh, I have a 700 credit score," and they think that gets them somewhere, right? Really, behind the scenes, that there's a story that your credit report tells, and that number is I call it the title of the movie, right? So just to get an idea, to get that score boosted, and I think a lot of people, want to at least be in the 700 club. There's things that have to happen, right? And there's the way that the scores are calculated. Just get an idea of what they are. So payment history accounts for 35% of your credit score. So if you have any late payments, they're going to sit on your report for 7 years, and banks. And some mortgages they're very forgiving on that aspect, but your rates are going to be a lot higher, right? But that alone accounts for 35% of your score, right? So I often hear people say, "Oh, I missed a payment, 2 years ago." It can be damaging, right? Imagine 35% of your score. The other one is account history, right? 35% of your score as well, and that's how over I guess a period of time you have your age of accounts. Now, it's not advisable to ever close an account, even if you don't use it, because you could have an account, let's say 10 years ago, you're not using it, but it's giving you age history, and it's really giving you a high score boost. Utilization is another high one, 30%, and utilization, if you're above 28%, you are considered that you're kind of having some issues managing your debt. And they'd like to see it below 20%. 10% is the ideal, but that'll get you a score boost as well. And keeping that low is helpful.